Greetings all, and welcome back to Globbits Gaming Channel. Subscriber replay. This is Forsaken 211, and he's driving his mouse. Now, I've had a few games like this before sent in to me where it's been explained to me that it's not about the damage, and this game definitely rings true. The mouse. I don't personally own one. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't intend on grinding towards it either. It's an absolute beast of a tank. It is slow as hell, but the armor on it is absolutely phenomenal if it's played right. And basically, Forsaken's just going to show you exactly how potent this armor is. Sand River would not be the kind of map that I would like to be in a mouse. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you that now. It's wide open. There's plenty of undulations. Undulations, hills and shit, for you to get behind it and get round the back of it. I mean, it's got the obvious weak points, you know. Its frontal armour, though, is absolutely ridiculous. With the right kind of angling, you can't penetrate this thing from the front without firing gold. One thing I would like to say, though, is I think with the introduction for gold shells for credits a few patches ago, I think the effectiveness of these kind of tanks has been infinitely reduced. This is one thing, one of the reasons I want to show you. Look at this, right? These morons here, this flank's worth of morons right here, basically do sod all, the whole game. Would you sit there? In a Foch 155, yes. In a 5100, no. This is an ideal spot for the mouse to go to. Now, I would personally back right off here and let the mouse in. Because if you want to hold that corner, this person be doing it's the mouse. And Forsaken sort of lets them know. I don't know why down in the chat my replay's saying it twice, but hey ho, never mind. Now, Forsaken's got a bit of a thing now where he's thinking, well, what to do? He says screw it. He pushes forward. He can't sit here and let the enemy take all those. The ideal spot is if you look into the distance on the map where the reticle is, just below that T28 prototype's health bar, is where most of the enemies are going to appear from. They're going to burst down the one line, the faster mediums and the heavies and all that kind of stuff. They're going to bomb down the one line, and they're all using him as cover. They're advancing with him, which is a good thing. Shows a little bit of team play, I guess. It's not too bad at all. But then we spot an enemy vehicle, and then everybody does the standard random battle thing and sits and fucking shoots. Well, that guy's going to have friends. He's not going to come down here on his own. So, armour to the front. Oh, there's an IS-7. Tier 10 heavy, dangerous heavy. Puts a nice shot into him, 540. Now, Forsaken is firing gold ammunition. If you think that's a noobish move, you are actually the noob, because this gun is garbage, okay, from what I've heard and what I've looked at on the stats wise. Just to put it into perspective, its normal ammunition has about, I think, let's just check it out. This is where the fun starts though, just check this out. How many hits he's taking. The standard ammo, 246mm penetration. The premium ammo, 311. It's got tier 9, tier 8, or tier 9 heavy standard penetration with its standard ammunition. It's a tier 10. But the strength of this tank is not in its armour. It's in its ability to absorb damage. And as you can see, he's showing you that now. Now, he's had his tracks blown off pretty much constantly for the last like 20 seconds or so. People get scared of seeing a mouse. They get scared of them and they don't know where to shoot at them. I'm just going to pause the replay there. Alright. Now, my understanding of the weak spots of a mouse. You can shoot him in the tracks if you want to, but the best place to shoot him, alright, in my personal opinion, or from what I've gathered, is either that little square in between the tracks, which is his lower glacier, which is standard issue weak point, and pretty much nowhere else from this kind of range. Unlike the E100, the turret of the front of the mouse is actually sloped, curved, so you're going to have issues penetrating, and he's angling it really well. And from that distance, considering what's actually shooting at him, they're going to struggle to penetrate him anyway. IS-3's cannon, no chance. Yeah, not from this range. And he just sits here. But he's winning the game for the team. What he's doing is allowing all the guys that went north, the people with actually half a brain, because let's just take a minute, okay? All the tier 8s are sat back there, including the Foch 155, But most of the tier 8s and the tier 9 are sat at the back, basically exchanging fire with the people that are in cover over here. Now, if it wasn't for the mouse, they would all be screwed. Alright, especially the 5100. He's got no armour whatsoever. But we've only seen a few of the tanks that are actually here. There's actually a Death Star over there as well. The F215B 183. He's dangerous. He needs taken out as quickly as possible. Thankfully, the friendlies behind us are actually focused firing him because he could brutalise a mouse. And look at how many people... They've even formed a firing line, alright, on the front top of the hill, and they're just sat there taking pot shots. Great. Good luck with that, fellas. Not going to lie to you. You crack on, yeah? Because I'm just going to sit here, aiming my gun, and racking up the damage. On 2,300 damage, it isn't too shabby at all in a tier 10 heavy anyway. None too shabby at all. This IS-3 is causing a bit of problems because IS-3's now got side shots. Artillery's interested as well. Artillery's getting interested. And these guys are getting worried. They're backing off. They're all hull down. They're in hull down positions. Why, oh why, don't they flank him? Well, it's a good job they don't. The flank is actually covered by the other clowns that have come with us, but to be honest with you, they're not really doing anything effective back there. Yeah, Forsaken's just taking all the damage and keeping these guys interested. But eventually, they're going to get bored. These guys, eventually they're going to get bored and do something about it. The 215B's still alive. He needs to die as quickly as possible. He's the only real threat from this kind of range. We're talking over 400 metres away. Now bear in mind what I've been saying in a few of my other videos. You know, Tiger 2's gun, if it's got, well, let's pluck a figure out there. I think it's about 230, 240 penetration on the top gun. That's at 100 metres. If you times the distance by 4, the shell won't exponentially lose penetration from the travel from standard AP shells. APCR even more. They will start switching to gold eventually though, which could present problems, but gold ammo, if it's heat, doesn't really like getting fired at just angled armour, which is exactly what the mouse is from the front. If they can get around the side of him, they can blow holes in him. Now, Forsaken uses a premium repair kit and a premium fire extinguisher. This thing's German. For those of you who have any experience with high tier Germans, or any of the tier Germans actually, they can get set on fire from the front through the lower glacis. So he's using an automatic fire extinguisher. I assume this is used as sort of a pimp tank. But definitely you need a heavy repair kit in this, and possibly a heavy first aid kit. I don't know if the heavy first aid kit anymore, I don't think it used to, or still does, correct me if I'm wrong, reduce the crew's potential damage, a chance to get hurt by 10%, but his crew's pretty well protected. It's just the modules of the tank that are getting damaged. And basically now he's just... The guys in the hill in the north have basically come round and they've done sort of a pincer movement. Now, none of this would have been possible without Forsaken. I mean, personally, he was the linchpin. He was the anvil of the team, and the rest of them, well, the ones that went north anyway, were the hammer. Otherwise, these guys would have absolutely overrun those guys in the south. They had a advantage of position, hull down. The guys behind the mouse were in the open, but they insisted on shooting at the mouse, which was great. I've counted a hell of a lot of damage. I've seen the after battle results screen, and you'll be surprised on how much damage Forsaken actually takes here. But look at how much physical damage he's taken. He's not even below half health yet. They've probably fired a mouse's worth of shells at him. They've probably shot 6 million credits worth of shells at him. Ridiculous amount of ordnance has come his way. Artillery's been focused on him. All the tier 8 heavies. I mean, yes, I understand they are only tier 8 heavies, but tier 8 heavies, there's 6 of them. They could have done a lot more, but never mind. And this is where the game takes an interesting turn. It's got damage, and the back chat says to the T-57 Heavy, go get your top gun. And yeah, 57 Heavy deserves it. He's done a hell of a lot of damage to the enemy team. Back chat finishes off the Tiger 2, and the KV-4, unfortunately, the gun depression lets him down. I don't think Forsaken would have fired there anyway. There you have it. GG. Game over. I'm intrigued. Let's just have a proper look at the post-game stats. Yeah, I was interested in this after battle replay when I watched it. I mean, I like how he actually sent me the link to the World of Tanks replay upload. Simple reason is it allows me to see this screen first, so I don't actually have to watch the game. I do watch all the games I get, but this is the one where I choose whether or not, oh, this one's going to get special attention, or it's like, how the hell? But in this case, I don't think there was any doubt he was going to get a steel wall. In order to get a steel wall, you have to receive 11 hits with a minimum of 1000 HP and survive. Minimum potential damage of 1000 HP and survive. Yeah, no shock there, he got that. He was also spreading the love as well. Hit more enemy vehicles than any other player on your team, at least 6, which are subsequently destroyed by another player. Fantastic, Confederate. He also got cool-headed. Survived at least 10 ricochets and non-penetrating hits in a row. Now, I've got a few of those medals, but they're mostly from machine guns shooting at me. Things like Panzer 1Cs trying to shoot me in my KV-1 and things like that. But yeah, that's 10 ricochets, non-penetrating hits in a row in a tier 10 game. Alright, so what did he actually do then? Well, he got 2 hits in the KV-4. A hit on the IS-3, hit on the T-34. Critically damaged him. Yeah, he did lots. He did lots of spotting as well. All those guys on that side all were spotted by him. So this should be interesting to look at. Let's have a look at the team score, sort it out by experience. He wasn't top on damage or experience, but then again, he didn't get any kills. But this is the fun bit. Check this out. 29,870 damage. Potential damage received. He received 81 hits of 24 penetrated, 2 were splash damage from artillery, and 57 non-penetrating hits. Now, 29,000 damage. Divide that by 14. Okay, go away and do that now. Have you done it? Good. Leave it in the comments below. Tell me what it was. No, basically, roughly, I'll put a bit of thing on this. That would have pretty much crippled that amount of potential damage. If that had been delivered to the enemy, to the friendly team, they'd have all died. Because that wasn't the only damage that was dealt by the enemy team in that game. So they shot an entire team's worth of damage at the mouse. And he just shrugged it off and was like, yeah, bro, whatever. Cheers for that. But not only that, look at the damage upon detecting. 5,305 damage on detected. I'd be proud of that in a scout, let alone in a mouse. Alright, so that's a definite GG. The game was actually quite expensive for Forsaken, though. He didn't make any money in that game. In fact, he lost 9,000 credits because the amount of premium ammo he was shooting. But I think the mouse for him is a little bit of a pimp tank. I mean, if I got to the mouse, it would be let's just go and troll and just drive around and get hit. But yeah, on Sand River, wasn't expecting that at all. When I saw the thing on Sand River, I was like, well, how the hell's he going to do this? But sitting in the open with a firing line of tier 8 heavies in front of you, fantastic. Sit there and take the hits. GG, win the game. Alright, take care guys, and I will see you all in the near future. The Globbs clan are making team battles. We're doing team battles, and I've got a few pre-recorded to release progressively over the next week or so. We'll see how that's received. So we'll see how that works. And I'm going to be doing a lot more subscriber replays because 9.0 is looming. So I've got lots of sub replays. I'm going to do Flan's first ever Top Gun. I'm going to do some KV1 videos as well from a guy that sent in 2 good KV1 replays. But anyway, wait and see. I'll catch you later, guys. Bye now.